Hello, this is the Queen who cares for you. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. Everything is going on your agenda the way you planned it to go. You wrote it out to go. You scripted it to go, and you audio it to go. Meaning speaking it out, doing your affirmation, admirations, and goal. So I hope that you're living your life on your own darn terms and no one else, without any belief system at all. And please don't forget to comment, thumbs up, like, share, and please subscribe to my channel. And if you're new here, please feel free to join my channel. It's free. You do not have to pay. And we would love to have you here at the Queen Who Care family. But I'm going to go into some more storytelling. I started on Saturday with my storytelling, and I had to, I just wanted to share with my audience. One of my friend girls, she had called me on Friday morning and just remind me of this incident I had told her about with my ex-husband, where I had, if you go back and watch Saturday storytelling, you will see my story where I glued up one of my ex-husband's butt cheeks. But watch the video, and I know that you will find it hilarious. You will probably laugh, and like me and my daughter was saying, she had called me, and so I had to get off the call. And I had to get off my in the video, but she was saying, you know what? It's a mom. A lot of men need to be glued. They behind me need to be glued up, and I say they sure do. We women have to take authority with our lives. We are queens, and we have to know that our value in life, and we have to not just take anything because we want a man, a piece of man, and just go out there and just let men treat you and say anything. Like, I just can't understand how a woman can let a man pimp her into selling her body, being on drugs, doing all kind of terrible things. I just can't comprehend that. I know a lot of people say women get different for different reasons, but you know what? We live in America. You can work 2 and 3 jobs. And I tell you, if you are a hardworking person, it's going to be always somebody out there to help you along the way to get you to the level that you need to be at. So I cannot understand why a woman would allow a man to abuse her emotionally, physically, and spiritually, and all that kind of stuff, talk down to her, and just make her feel like she's a nobody when she's everything. Because every person that's on this face of the earth had to come through a woman's vagina. And you know what? When they say the black woman is God, hey, it's a part of me agree with that. It sure do. It sure do. Because I tell you, we can take a crumb of a food, and we the one can turn it into 5,000 fish loads and all that. Because a woman can make a meal. A man can go in that pantry and say, "Oh, ain't nothing in here to eat. I don't see nothing." But a woman will go in that pantry, and before he know it, he got a whole meal laid out right before his eyes, and he wondering where it came from. Because we just know how to make things happen. We get things done, and we give men their visions and stuff. A man can just, he can have a vision, but he don't know how to maneuver with that vision. He don't know what he need to do to get to the next level to make that vision grow. But he give it to a woman. That woman really love him, adore him, and want to support him. She would say, "Honey, what you want to do? What you want to do? Tell me what you want to do." She gonna bring it to life. If he is a millionaire, by the time she finished with him, he'll be a billion trillionaire. If a woman who really love you and really care about you, she is gonna make things happen for you. She is gonna be there. All you got to do is be willing to go out and work and make that money, and she's gonna be behind the scenes doing everything she needs to do to bring her husband um to to high to high waters. So I tell you, we can make things happen. We are nourishment. That's what we were born created for. We nourish the earth, and we replenish the earth. We just a woman. I look at a lot of these different belief systems, and some of these beliefs that I'm not gonna call no names, but a lot of them just don't. They look down on women. They don't even treat women good. They don't even say thank you. Just they don't. It's a lot of things, and I just look at them. I just look at it and shake my head because if it wasn't for a woman, you're behind women. You must be here. Uh, so we have to give thanks for our women because our women go through a lot. We go through a lot. We be in different relations. We nourish and take care of the wrong people a lot of times. Like I say, 90% of the men you meet, they are not the men for you. But you know what? We be trying to make it work because we such a giving. We have such a giving heart, and we think we can change. We can think we can change change a man, and just turn him into this good uh man that we want him to be, or what we think he can be, but it don't work that way sometimes. Because when these men signing they look evil, conniving, deceitful minds, they just out for what they can get. And a lot of these men, they use women because they know these women so nice and kind and sweet and got a good heart and all this kind of stuff, so they use it for their benefit. But we have to be aware of all that, because I tell you, we we can't just let ourselves be taken for a ride. You can basically know if a man right for you or not. It don't even must take a long time. It don't take no more than a couple of weeks at the most, might a week. Because if you talk to that person all the time, you're gonna pick up on their spirit, and you're gonna know what type of person that man is, man or woman. Now you got women out there the same way. You got women out there will go out. You got a lot of women out here robbing men and stuff. They go out and give them wine and give them what they want and all that kind of stuff. And that man they get them drunk. That man fall asleep. They might wake up with their breeches down to their ankles and the shoelace tied together and can't get up and go nowhere. And they don't rob them, rob them blind. I done had friends like that too. I won't say I won't have friends like that. I put it this way. I had a good friend in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and her niece, and she had a bunch of nieces, and that's what they would do go out in Fort Lauderdale Beach, meet these rich old white men and stuff, and they go in them hotels, and I guess to give them what they want or make them think they getting something, whatever. But anything to get them drunk and high and all this kind of stuff, and them men be them woke up with no clothes on, shoe springs tied together to the bed, and they be the credit cards and the cash money, whatever they had on it is gone, gone, gone. So you got a lot of women out there, and they do some stuff too. They really do. Yeah, they target these people on these dating sites, and they get them, and some people done. A lot of people have done lost their lives meeting people on dating sites and all that kind of stuff. So that's why you have to be. I have been online dating as well. I'm not gonna tell no lie. I have been online dating, but I haven't never met nobody violent and not like that. I always met somebody, they was decent and stuff like that. I can say they was decent. They might have had their own agenda to do things, just be selfish to see what they can gain or whatever. But I haven't had no violent person or whatever kind of stuff. I can say that. I can honestly say that. I am glad that I haven't, because you know what type of person you is, that's the person you gonna meet. You is a good spirit person, and you're a good person. You want to be right, do right, and if you can tell if that person is basically like yourself. You'll tell if that person basically like yourself. It don't, like I say, it don't take no months and months and years to see what a man gonna do, because like if you start talking, y'all talking on a regular basis, y'all video chatting or talking on the phone or texting or whatever the case might be, you gonna know what that man is all about. And trust me and believe, you will know. And that's what I always say: when you're in a relationship, do a lot of talking, ask a lot of questions, and if that person is in the state of the city that you're in, spend a lot of quality time together, and just learn about each other, because it's very important. And no question, and it's no such thing as a dumb answer. Ask question, whatever come off the top of your head. Ask question. Like I say, in the dating arena today, you have to have a notebook and a piece of paper. You have to date like you going to school. You got to be writing down what they say, they do's and they don't, the good part of the person, the bad part of the person, analyze. You got to do it all, because I tell you, it's a lot of game out here now. Dating is not like how it used to be when I was coming up. I mean, men can be anything behind that darn computer now. They can be anybody they want to be. And a lot of them profiles, they ain't even much right on those online dating sites. I tell you, you meet the person, they look totally different. I mean, the camera is, when they say trick camera, trust me and believe, these cameras are trick cameras, because a lot of these people don't look nothing like. They put up pictures where they was younger and look, the skin smoother and nicer and some pounds off and all this kind of stuff. And when you meet them, it's just disappointing. I tell you, I know one man told me he had met a lady on the internet. She looked nice and everything, and then when he finally met up with her, she was in a wheelchair. Now, why would you put a picture of yourself? I mean, of a picture of some years ago. Put a up to date picture. Let the people know what they get now. Why would you put a picture up there that you have? That's just deceiving the person. That really is deceiving the person, thinking they're gonna get somebody that look nice and fresh, and and it's a lot of people, they go by, if you got a good body and all that kind of stuff. But you know what? That's not important these days. It's important is, hey, what that man, got going for himself. What can he bring to the table to you? Because when a man enter your life, it's your life's supposed to upgrade. You're not supposed to just stay the same. Your life is supposed. If you live in an apartment, when you meet a man, by the time you meet, when you and that man get together and everything, you should be in the house. So because that's the man is a provider, a protector. And he's there. And we're there to. If you buy a house, we're gonna turn it into a home. That's what we do. We're gonna turn it into a home. We're gonna be there to support him, and through his businesses, jobs, or his career, whatever he might do, we're gonna be there to support him, make everything going smooth. When he having a bad day, we're gonna be there to rub him on the back, tell him it's gonna be okay. Everything is gonna work out in his favor, and we just gonna be there to just uplift and encourage and be a good, possibly a good spouse, the best spouse that we can be. We're not gonna be there to be worrying about if our husband out working or doing businesses and worrying about where you at, what you doing. I ain't heard from you. You didn't text me. Why it took so long to text me back? Why you took so long to call me back? We don't need to be worrying about all that stuff. That's why we have so much bad relationships now, because we be worrying about the wrong thing. If a man out there trying to work and bring and work and try to achieve in life and make our house comfortable and make things better for us, we don't need to be worrying about that. Because if he doing what he need to be doing, if he out there doing, even if he out there doing dirt, it all catch up to him soon. It's all going to catch up to him sooner or later. It's just a matter of time. Trust me and believe, it's a matter of time. You will find out. You will find out. Because I always say, what you do in the light will, what you do in the dark will show up in the light. Somehow, some way, and it will. It always does. But you just be the wife or the husband you need to be, and everything will fall in place for you. Just like an old man told me years ago, being good is better than any dollar. Being good to people is better than any dollar. And trust me and believe, what you put in, you will get out. You put good in, you're gonna get good out. But if you put bitterness and just always thinking of negativity, well, that's what you're gonna get. So I just wanted to elaborate on that. It was on my heart, and as I get downloads, I give it to y'all. As the universe, the ancestors give me downloads, I give it to y'all, and I get downloads every day. But out in my story, when I was doing my other video on Saturday, I was saying, the things I used to do, women and stuff, they losing their lives over, getting beat up or whatever. Because I tell you, because I did some stuff, I really did. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you another story like that. I'm gonna call this story time too. I remember. I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna put it out there. What and I was when I was staying with my youngest daughter father, and he was working for, I think he was working for some little courier company. I forgot the name of it. But anyway, he started messing around with something. He met some young lady out there on the job, and he started messing around. And so, that really hurted me real bad, because, I really loved him and everything. But then, okay, I was working, and the opportunity presented itself to me at my job, where I met this guy and we started talking. Even though me and my uh we had broke up. I think we had broke up. No, we didn't break up yet, but we were still together. But I started cheating too and stuff, and one thing led to another and all that kind of stuff. But I tell you, I said, well, you know what? He cheated on me. I'm gonna cheat back on him. That's the way you think when you're young. That you don't be thinking like that, in which that was not the right thing to do, because you don't just go hand to hand. You don't, because somebody cheated on you don't mean you got to cheat back on them. You try to work it out, work it out. But back then I wasn't thinking about that. I was just like, well, he cheated, I'm cheated too. And honey, I had the man in the house cooking food for oh my God, I'm gonna tell it. I had the man, brought the man in the house cooking food for my daughter's father. He come home from work. Oh, there's some good curry chicken, not knowing somebody else done cooked. And he went to the wash clothes with me, folding the man clothes up and everything. I tell you, I was something else. I ain't gonna tell no lie. I was something else. But you know what? You young, and I was in my 20s and I was doing all that. Hey, like I say, the things that I did with but you know what? That's a life lesson. It's a learning lesson. It's all that was a learning lesson, and I learned that it made me a better person. Now I'm good. I'm good. If I had to be in another relationship and settle down and everything, I think I'd be like, oh my God, I'd be just one of the best wives, because all the past experience that I had with my different marriages and then different relationships, I just learned so much through that. Being submissive and all this kind of stuff. And one thing about being submissive, it's good to be a submissive. It's easy to be submissive when a man doing what he need to do, but if that man ain't doing what he need to do, I ain't submissive is out the door. I'm gonna tell you the truth. It's out the door. Now, if he doing what he need to do, now one thing I do believe in a relationship, I know a lot of women saying, get a man who take care of everything and all this kind of stuff. But if you got a good man and he working and he might can't take it. He might can't take care of everything. He might don't make the money to take care of every darn thing, but if he can just y'all come together, if he can pay that, this is what I say, if he can pay the rent, if he can pay that darn rent, that rent or mortgage, hey, I can come together with him on everything else. At least at least pay the biggest bills. Ooh, and I can pay my own car payment and all that stuff. And we come together on, he paid a yeah, I really think he need to pay that rent and the light bill. If he pay them two right there, I'm good. I can do everything. I can buy food, I can buy stuff for the house, I can do all that. Them two right there, them the good ones. The rent, and then you know what? I won't mind paying the light bill too. If I had to, if something come, where I had to. But and even if I paid it sometime, or even if I paid it all the time or whatever. But the main thing I just want him to pay is that rent and that mortgage. That right there, them right there. Hey, I don't think that the man should really pay for the shelter of a woman. Now I truly believe that one now. Pay for the shelter of the woman, at least, and I ain't have no problem, because hey, when I go shopping, I see something I like for him, I buy it. Whatever we need in the house, I see, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy food. I'm just, I don't have no problem with all that. But we should come together. Hey, you never know. One day that man might just say, you doing what you need to do. You meet him halfway. He might just say, you know what, baby, don't worry about it. Just be here for me. Look good. Give me some food, good cooking food, some good love and all when I want it. And you know that, hey, that can happen, and then that happen in many cases. But if you got a good man and he can't take care of everything, but as long as, and even if he couldn't take care of the mortgage or whatever, y'all just come together and do what you can together. And I truly believe that your relationship will grow, where you get to the point where you'll be to the point where you know what, I'm a stay at home wife, and I just help my husband and do whatever he need to do, support him, make sure his clothes clean, the house clean, the kids taken care of, whatever he got some, wherever he have a career up encourage him in his career if he want to go back to school or whatever. If you want to go back to school, if he have a business, y'all can work together in the business. It's just a lot of things, but you'll know when you have a good man. Y'all sit down and talk about stuff before you eat much. Moving together and all this kind of stuff. But I tell you, you just I'm just happy that I did go through a lot of stuff. I went through a lot of stuff. And you know what? I think I was gonna tell y'all about the time when I think I was dating this Haitian guy, and oh my God, he was something else. That man used to get my hair done every Friday. I think he paid like $160. That hairdresser, she was so glad to see me walking the air Friday. She said, "Ooh, look at this lady here. Her boyfriend takes care of her." But he was a nutcase too. Oh my goodness, he wanted to know every move I made. Every time I go to my mom's house, is you really at your mom's house? I didn't see your car. Just say all kind of food. He was aggravating out of bed. I was glad I had. One day I came home from work. He was hiding in my clothes. I had to put out a screen on. It was terrible, terrible. I tell, but you know what? I'm getting ready to end this video because I've been rambling for 20 minutes, and like I said, I got a lot of stories to tell, and I will be. You know what? I'm going to do some storytelling, and when I say storytelling, it's these real life events that happened in my life, but I'm just going to tell y'all about the different things that I went through in my life. So this will be continued, and I hope you guys enjoy your day. Everything go just the way you want it to go, and just continue to wear your mask, keep your 6 feet distance, be safe, watch your surroundings, and do things and live your life and continue living your best life every day. I will see you guys in my next video. Peace, love, and happiness.